Hi there and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Matt Schaefer and I am an empowerment, connection, and relationship coach for women. I'm super passionate about what I do and I'm so excited to have you here. If this is your first time or maybe you just haven't done it yet for whatever reason, take a second, hit the subscribe button and join the tribe. I'm posting new content every week. I'm super excited about it and I'm always interacting and engaging with my community. So we love having you here, okay? And so this next topic that I want to talk to you about and I want to explore with you is something, again, that came up with one of my calls with clients. I work with women all over the world and I love helping them step into deeper, more fulfilling relationships, and these videos are all sort of working out of that subject. And so the question I want to ask you, right, is I want you to look at your current relationship or your most recent relationship and I want you to ask yourself, is that relationship a reflection? Because every relationship is a mirror. Let's take that as a given. Every relationship you've ever had and that you currently have is a mirror for you. All right. So I want you to ask yourself, is the relationship that you most recently had or that you have right now, is it a reflection of who you are and where you're going, or is it a reflection of where you were? Right? Because I find a lot of women, as they begin to work with me, or they start doing inner work and they start developing and growing and really transforming their lives, they start to get unsatisfied with their relationships. And I'm not just talking about romantic relationships. That's definitely one example, but it can be friendships as well. And see, a lot of times what happens as we grow, right? We're growing and evolving, and sometimes the people around us aren't. But we're attached to them, right? So we want to keep them in our lives. And so we end up with relationships that are very unsatisfying to us because they're no longer reflective of who we are now. We've grown into something greater. We've expanded. We've ascended. We've become more than we were, right? And so because we've gone to another place, unfortunately, some of our friends, some of our lovers, some of the people that we may be connected to might not have gone there with us. And so that's a lot of times what happens and why our relationships end up starting to fall apart as we grow and evolve and do inner work. Is because we move on and they're still back where you used to be, right? So I want you to ask yourself, I want you to look at your relationships and ask yourself, what are my relationships mirroring back to me right now? What are my friendships mirroring back to me? Especially if they don't feel good anymore. What about your romantic relationship that you have or that you had? Maybe you're upset about a boyfriend who dumped you, right? Or someone that you parted ways with. What if he just broke up with you? Or what if that relationship ended just because you evolved into something that he couldn't understand anymore? You grew and ascended to a place where him being around you just made him feel bad about himself, right? Because that's the problem. When people are stuck, when people are in a place where they're not feeling like they have momentum in their life, it's hard for them to be around people who are. It's hard for them to be around people who do have momentum in their life, people who are changing and growing and evolving and working on themselves, because it challenges their worldview, right? That they're good enough just the way they are, which on one level they are, but they're not working on themselves. And so what happens and why it's dangerous to keep those people in your life is because those people end up trying to hold you back. Not because they're trying to mess up your life, but just because your growth and your evolution and your expansion threatens them. Okay, so this isn't just an abstract thing I'm throwing out there for you. If you have relationships right now in your life that do not feel good, friendships that maybe feel like they're holding you back, relationships, romantic relationships that aren't feeling good, or just an ex-boyfriend or a relationship that ended that you're feeling a lot of pain about, ask yourself, am I feeling that pain? Am I feeling discomfort around these relationships because they're a reflection of who I'm not anymore? They're a reflection of a version of me that maybe I don't like or a version of me that's no longer representative of who I am or where I'm going. And once you can reframe those relationships in that light, it can be a lot easier to let them go, because you have to let go of those old relationships that are no longer serving you in order to have space and time and bandwidth to allow in relationships that are in alignment with who you are now and where you're going. People that are going to help you rise and expand to your potential. People that are going to celebrate your growth. rather than hold you back, rather than hold you small, rather than make you feel guilty about wanting to be the greatest version of yourself. So, long story short, and just bringing this all back around, is that I want you to be unapologetic in your ownership of your journey. And I want you to have full ownership of who you're growing into, and only surround yourself with people who are celebrating that and who are a reflection of that. If any person in your world, or any person who's recently left your world, doesn't celebrate or feel good about, the work that you're doing and the trajectory that you're on, those people don't get to be a part of your life anymore, right? They don't deserve to have you in their life. Are you with me? I hope you are. And I hope you take a second, hit the subscribe button, become a part of the tribe if you haven't already, and stay tuned because I'm always posting new content. And please leave me your comments. Let me know what it is that you want to hear me speak more into, any questions you have about men, dating, love, relationships. I love talking about all of it. This is my passion. This is my purpose. And I love serving you in every way that I can. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful night. And I will see you next time on my YouTube channel. Bye-bye.